When a group of local boys from the Windy City got together and formed a group, what do they call it? Chicago. They've been around for a long time. They're still growing strong. And we're going to go out now to Mark McEwen for more. Have you dried out at all?
Well, drying off the seawater as we speak. You know, Chicago's been around... Pardon me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to hear any nibbles on your toes from the little shark.
No. Sushi, not a good word to say in that Shark Tank, by the way. What I was going to say about Chicago, Chicago's been around for a while. Their names may not be household names, but the music is. I remember things like 25 or 6 to 4, Color My World from the early days, and You're My Inspiration and Hard Habit to Break. Those are some of their current hits. Chicago is one of Chicago's biggest success stories. 23 years ago, the Chicago Transit Authority stood for more than the buses and elevated trains that run around the city. A local band took that name for its first album, later dropped Transit Authority, and Chicago has been on track ever since.
When you're a kid growing up in Chicago, there's an incredible spectrum of music being played on the radio and around you. You know, all the neighborhoods have their own sort of music that's being played, and if you're interested in music at all, you know, it's a very rich place to come from.
Chicago was one of the first pop groups to make it big by adding big band brass to rock and roll. To maintain that winning formula, members decided early on to treat everyone as equals instead of promoting an individual star. Of the original 7 members, 4 are still with the band. Arranger and trombonist James Pankow says even though they left the Midwest more than 20 years ago, they haven't forgotten their hometown roots.
Our history is pretty much on the streets of Chicago. All the songs that we have written about in the early years are products of our environment. It's almost a musical history of the band.
Chicago's history includes 19 studio albums, over 3 dozen top 40 hits, and the band has sold over 100 million albums worldwide. The soundtrack to this summer's hot movie Days of Thunder with Tom Cruise also features the group's latest effort, Hearts in Trouble. Chicago has never stopped touring, and vocalist Robert Lamm says that's the main reason for their success.
There's something about, you know, what's the line about a writer writes always? You know, I think a musician plays, performs always. And I think that's what we do. That's what this band is about.
It's really, yeah, it's fun, too. We really do love it. We still haven't tired of it.
Right now, the band is putting the finishing touches on another album, hoping to add a new chapter to Chicago's success story.
We're in an awful lot of books already, so, you know, and unless they decide to rewrite those books, we'll be in there somewhere in the index under C, Chicago.
Hopefully.
A lot of people from Chicago are coming home to roost this week. Chicago is coming home to roost. They'll be playing at Poplar Creek, an outdoor venue in the Chicago area this Saturday, and that album will be ready by the end of the year. We'll be looking for it. Paula?
Thank you, Mark.